what is extreme body modification? Is it cutting your hair, or is it changing the color of your hair? Now, I don't consider those extreme body mods in my opinion, but here are 10 extreme body modified people that I look up to. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get all the notifications for the newest videos. Lucky Diamondrich.
I guess I'm lucky by nature. My friends call me like a bit of a rough diamond. Rich, obviously, just because of my spirit, you know. I'm just rich in spirit.
Alright, well, what can I say about Lucky Diamondrich? I'm not gonna say he was like my biggest inspiration growing up, but he was definitely an inspiration nonetheless. We have certain similarities. He's a busker. I'm a busker. He's a Kiwi. My mom was born there, so I'm technically a Kiwi as well. So there's that, and I didn't really know a lot about him. I definitely knew he was the most tattooed man, so that was pretty cool. I found that out through the Guinness World Records, and you know, so that was, he's a sort of an inspiration, and that's why he's made it to the list. Ritchie the Clown.
I love being a clown. I'm always gonna be a clown, and that's what I love. That's what I believe in, you know. Welcome to the show, everyone.
All right, what can I say about Ritchie the Clown? He seems like quite the character, I must say. He was first introduced to me by another one of my inspirations, which I'll talk about later in the video. He seems to be quite the barber even without all the clowning around. I enjoy his personality. What can I say? I connect with that most. He's turning himself into a clown, or already has turned himself into a clown. I'm turning myself into a dragon, so I relate. He hasn't been in my scope of vision for very long. However, the short time that I have had him as an inspiration, it's been meaningful, and I was hooked on him right from the start. Ritchie the Barber, if you're watching this video, I would love if you would cut my hair. All of Ritchie's information will be listed below in the description, as well as anybody else I'm talking about in this video. So make sure to check that out. Kane The Devil Man.
Mi nombre es Caim, mejor conocido como el Diablo Colombiano.
I know very little about Kane, but I do know this. When I first was looking into my own body modification, I looked up Dragon Man, and he was the very first thing that popped up. Even though it was Demon Man or Devil Man, he was one of the very first extreme body modded people I was witness to, at least for a picture. I never actually interacted with him or anything beyond just simply seeing a picture of him, but it definitely put me in the direction that I am today. As far as just aesthetics alone, Caim is one of my favorite body mod enthusiasts to look at. The Vampire Woman.
Todo mi interior al exterior. Eso era lo que yo.
All I did was bring what was in me out.
I just recently discovered the Vampire Woman, so I don't have a lot of knowledge on her as well, but from what I know, she was a lawyer at one point in time, and then she's transformed into the Vampire Woman you know today, and I believe she has like the most mods in the world, not just the most mods for a woman, but the most mods in the world. That's pretty cool. And what else do I know about her? I think she's a DJ. So yeah, definitely an inspiration of mine. How could she not be? Look at her. Look at all the mods she has. It's just nuts. I don't think I would have as many mods as her, but I definitely think that she's a marvel to say the least. The Parrot Man. All right, well, the Parrot Man is definitely an inspiration because of the transformation into a parrot from a man, you know, dragon to a man, same as before with the other characters. You'll see a running pattern. I can really relate to the Parrot Man because Not only am I turning myself into a dragon and he's turning himself into a parrot, but he has just collected himself a bunch of pets and parrots and family members. And just to show you a little bit of inside my life, here's my pets. I have a, here's a side note. I have a snake. Oh yeah, there she is right there. That's a big ass boa. There's Jub Jub. He's my monitor lizard. Alright. I have another boa right down there. His name is Eros. Yoshi is in here. He's another big albino boa. I have 5 albino boas, by the way. Here's Helios. Oh, he's looking like he wants to eat something. There's Helios's head down there, body up there. Anyway, you get the picture. I relate to the Parrot Man. Alrighty then. The Parrot Man was first brought to my attention through a discussion about his ears being removed and whether or not he should have done that. Now, I think to each their own. Everybody's welcome to do what they want with their bodies. So, you know, but some might argue that he should have gone about it differently. But again, to each their own. I would say he inspires me in the fact that he had an idea and he did it. He just made it happen, and I feel like I'm going to do the same. Red Skull.
No, o sea, normal, una persona común y corriente.
Red Skull's made it to my top 5 for obvious reasons. He has taken his character to the next level, fully embracing extreme body modification. Red Skull, unlike the others I've shown you so far, is turning himself into an actual character that's been created already and putting his own little spin on it with these different mods such as the forehead and other implants. The Human Cyborg.
My name is Russ Foxx. I am a body piercer and body modification artist from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Well, Russ is one of my biggest inspirations because, well, he was one of the very first people I've seen to do body modification, and also he is the very first suspension I ever saw. He helped me with my very first suspension, and he did my very first body modification. So you can see he's on the list, the top 5 for a reason. Russ was introduced to me by a friend of mine, and he actually introduced me to body modification as a whole. Russ was not only an inspiration, he was also a mentor. Not only did I look up to Russ for his body mods, but also his ability to perform freak show and sideshow entertainment. I obviously related and have followed in his footsteps. What body modification do you think Russ should do on me next? Leave it in the comments below. The Enigma.
A sword swallower, an insectivore. He lifts weighted objects with a hook underneath the eyeballs. He's beautiful. Completely illustrated, marked for life, a world-class eccentric.
There's lots I can say about the Enigma. For one, I first noticed the Enigma through Billy Talent music video. I was really into Billy Talent at the time, and it just so happens that he was in a music video. I didn't really know who he was when I was into Billy Talent, and I saw him in that music video. But then I was reintroduced to him through Jim Rose and his circus. I actually met the Enigma one time through Russ Foxx, the number 4. When I was first getting into sideshow, and he's like, "Why do you go by Josh Burns, my legal name? And when your last name's Burns and you're becoming a dragon, Burns, dragon, Burns, dragon, Burns the dragon." Duh. So yeah, so he gave me my stage name. That was pretty cool. I kind of want to have one of my scales be a blue jigsaw puzzle, just somewhere on my body. So, and I'd really like it. So, if the Enigma is watching this, I'd love if you would tattoo a scale. Well, I guess a jigsaw scale on me. Thank you. The Lizard Man.
My name is Eric Sprague. I'm professionally known as the Lizard Man. I am a professional freak.
Alright, well, if you don't already know about the Lizard Man, have you been living underneath a rock? He's probably the most famous, extremely body-modified person out there. At least currently. I'm turning myself into a dragon, and he's turning himself into a lizard. Of course I'm going to relate to that. The Lizard Man has one of my favorite mods, and one I want myself is filed teeth. I'm not sure if I want them to be actually filed or if I just want implants, but nonetheless, his teeth are something I admire. Tiamat, Legion, Medusa.
My name is Tiamat, Legion, Medusa. I am known as the Dragon Lady.
I've been following Tiamat since before they went by Tiamat. Tiamat has their ears cut off, their nose cut off, a split tongue, multiple implanted horns. Tiamat, in my opinion, is one of the most body-modified people I know. Venomous spitting dragon. Not a fire-breathing dragon, but a venom-spitting dragon. Tiamat's the only other dragon I've ever seen before, so I'm pretty stoked that I actually get to interact with them quite often. I'm actually excited that I get to interview them coming up soon. Interview will be posted. Tiamat, if you're watching this, thank you for all that you have done for the extreme body modification community. We salute you.